Hey everyone, this is Genesis Reset back with another video, and I hope everyone is doing fine today. As for myself, I'm back. Yes, y'all, I am feeling good today. It's outside raining in Chicago, which is all good in the hood, you know. And do your boy a favor, hit that like button, and please share and subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated. You know, oh man, there's so much to talk about, but I know you guys and girls are getting y'all ear full of everything, and so I'm gonna try to keep it as kosher as possible. Looking at the news and some of the YouTube brothers and sisters and various other groups, they basically saying that the White House is used as their own personal military out here, man. I mean, man, hey, y'all, I am keeping up what is going on. I just don't talk about it because that's not my lane. But believe me, believe you and me, I know what's going on out here. I mean, wow. I mean, it just like right in your face. And they like do something. And they gonna sick the dogs on you just like the Simpsons. He like Smithers. Release the hounds. Man, Joe, I do not know what to say. But unfortunately, or fortunately, I do know what to say. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's go and dive on in with the lessons and everything. Because, there's an old saying or old adage. I don't know which one is, which one you prefer. But there's an old saying that says, some things is better left unsaid. Or some things are better left undone. All depends on the situation. You can use it either or. So right here, as you can see, just going to talk about the lesson here. It's going to be kind of quick, but it's going to be a very powerful one, ladies and gentlemen, because I got so much to say. And, I got other lessons, man. I'm just trying to figure out where you guys and girls' heads at, because I know this right here you never heard before. And a lot of my lessons you have never heard before. And, I don't know why I'm not getting the love or support, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to get mine one way or the other. By hook or crook, right? Hey, it is what it is. But I'm here to tell you guys something that you never heard before. And I'm here to try to open up your eyes, because we need to activate someone or entity, because that's the only way we're going to get out of this mess, ladies and gentlemen. Whether you like it or not, and whether you can try to hide in a hole somewhere, or hide in the closet, or hide up under somebody's skirt, is not going to save you one day longer. Hey, it's out here, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it is out here. And the only way we're going to be able to get out of this mess, we're going to have to learn how to activate the Most High to give us our holy covenant, and Him alone. There's no Savior but Him. There's so many ways, so many prophets have said the same thing over and over. And I don't understand why the pushback of that, why you need to add stuff with that. It's really simple. You know what I'm saying? It just, you don't want to add anything with something this is so simple, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just, just something that's so simple, don't need to be added. I remember watching the movie, American Gangster. And Denzel Washington was on there and whatnot. And he was selling, his drugs, the blue magic and everything. Then, QB Downey Jr., saying he called himself trying to get greedy. He was hitting it and trying to stretch it out. Hitting it with some mix, hitting it with some probably combat, telling what he was, milk sugar. I don't know what he was, he could, let me back up off that, I retort. So anyway, Denzel was telling him, he was like, hey, AKA Bumpy Johnson, he was like, look, man, you ain't got to hit it. It's cool like itself. It's just like Pepsi. It's a name brand. When you taste it, it's Pepsi. Or Coke, either which way He says it's a name brand. You ain't got to do it. You ain't got to step on it. And so he like, oh man, Bumpy, okay, it's mine. I bought it. He was like, no. He's like, that's infringement. You are infringing on his property, on his stuff. That's what a lot of us are doing today with we are infringing on something that's already laid out. You want to get greedy. You want to add on some stuff. right? You want to try to stretch it out, and then guess what happens? Your customers get mad. And that's exactly what happened to Denzel. Denzel was getting in the word off the street, like, hey, look, man, ooh-whoppy, bammy, bumpy. QB, Downey Jr., I forgot his name in the American Gangster, I forget his name. It escapes me for now, but the word got back to him. He said, "Hey man, look, you stepping on my stuff, man. You ain't got to do all that. You doing infringement." You like, "Man, Bob, if I paid for it," he like, "No, you didn't. It's a name brand. When you buy something, you buying that product, and customers understand that when they buy something, this is what they get, right? This is just the street thing, right? And it's the same thing can be applied right here, ladies and gentlemen. There is only one book, the Old Testament. You ain't got to step on it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to add none to it. You did? Y'all know what I'm saying? So let's keep it pimping. Now, with that being said, let's continue with this lesson right here. As you can see right here, why Noah just couldn't look out the window, right? You look out the window. Right now it's raining outside. I got to look out the window and see, like, man, how much rain is out there or whatnot. When you look out the window, you got to see, the weather, the temperature. You're looking outside to see what's going on. You probably want to look at some girls or whatever the case, or boys, whatever the case may be, right? You're looking at the window to get some type of some information about what's going on. Anything could be happening outside. Arguments, somebody yelling, commotion, noise, whatnot, And so you got your ears, you hear what's going on, but now you want to use your eyeballs to see what's going on. You hear something, it travels, ear, eyeball, common sense type of stuff, ladies and gentlemen. This stuff what I'm talking to you. It's not rocket science. It's not no, walking down the yellow brick road to go see the wizard. Nothing like that, y'all. I'm talking to you guys and girls up front, straightforward, for you can understand the scriptures and about life. This stuff is simple. I know a lot of us, because we've been bombarded with a lot of Hollywood crap. Even you got the Noah crap on the Hollywood fiction, just to pull you guys' nose and to create a narrative to keep you blind and stupid. But here I am. I'm going to waken you guys up, whether you like it or not, because I know you're scared. I know a lot of us are scared to hear the truth, the real information. I hate saying the truth because they didn't bastardize that word so much. They didn't taint it and stepped on it. My truth, my truth. It ain't no such thing as, well, I'm not going to even go there. I retort. So, you guys read the story, but we're just going to go over it a little bit. So take out your, Bible, King James Bible, or your electronic device. You can follow along if you choose to do so. If not, you can listen to me, I hope I don't stumble and bumble too much, because I'm not going to read everything. I'm just going to flow through it and try to point out some key elements, right, ladies and gentlemen. Then I'm going to leave you with something, because as the old saying goes, some things are better left unsaid. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see here, I'm just going to scroll down here. You can read this at your heart content, right? I'm just going to scroll down here. I'm just going to point out just a couple of things here. That's all. Just going to go down, ease on down the road. Ease on down. You can see right here, the Most High shut them in, and it started to rain. The waters came upon earth. And right here, you see, it came up to 15 cubits upwards. Did the waters prevail, and the mountains was covered. Now, 1 cubit equals to 1.5 feet. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. 1.5. And you can do the math. 1.5 times 15. Right? Now, 1.5 times 15 is 22.5. Give or take. Now, I went swimming in 10 feet. Well, when we had a park over here in my neighborhood, the deepest of the water was 10 feet. Right? Now, this is 22.5 feet, 15 cubits. So I'm basically half, give or take, So I swam down 10 feet. A lot of us can swim. Some of us can swim even farther down. You hold your breath 10 feet, dive in. A lot of us, or some of you guys, might be junior lifeguards. You had to do a swimming test. You probably had to swim a certain amount of feet and to hold your breath or lint, so on and so forth. But here we go. Let's continue. Going down. Now we're going to go to the next chapter here. We're going to go down. Down, 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 down. Now that we have love, what are we going to do with it? Okay, let's see here. Okay, you guys can see that? Let me see right here. Window. And it came to pass at the end of the 40 days, Noah opened up the window of the ark which he had made. All right? Like we just talked about earlier, you look out the window to see what's going on. Now, this water was coming from everywhere, right? You know? So, hey, you know, common sense would say, and Noah had common sense, you know, the Father picked them and so on and so forth, and we got common sense, right? Look out the window, right? Like they're saying, who's that peeping out the window? Pow, nobody now. You know what I mean? So, here we go. I'm just trying to keep it mellow, ladies and gentlemen. So here we got the ark and the window right here. Now, we understand the window. Now here we have birds. Here it is that Noah sent out a raven, went to and fro until the waters were dried up, and he also sent a dove. These are two birds, two different birds he sent out. He sent out a dove and he sent out a raven, right? And we go down, you can see right there, it said, let me make sure I be real careful with touching stuff, because the dove found no rest on the sole of her feet. Now, if many of us, you can look up a dove, and a dove all depends, dove or pigeon, wild pigeon, dove. It's kind of interchangeable, but be as it may, right? So the dove found no rest on the sole of her foot. So imagine, you know, have you ever went downtown in your area, in your city, when you see a whole bunch of pigeons and whatnot, and, you know, they always scurrying about unless they're are eating or something. So you got people walking, you know, and they moving, you know, just like this dove right here. She had no rest for the sole of her feet. So she kept moving, you know. Why? Why didn't this dove? Because the waters were still there, right? But the raven was there. The raven stayed, right? The raven stayed. The raven was there, which went to and fro until the waters was dried up. So we're going to look at these two different birds, ladies and gentlemen, the dove and the raven. The raven was there, going to and fro until the waters was dried up, right? But the dove didn't find no rest for her foot. So she returned here, right? And here she returned unto him, to the ark for the waters were on the face of the whole earth. Then he put forth his hand. Come on, thing. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. He put forth his hand and took her in and pulled her into the ark. Just gonna take a little sip of water here. Now you see that? Then he put forth his hand and took her and pulled her in to him into the ark. Right? Once again, why did he have to send out them birds? Noah could just look out the window, right? Easy, really just common sense, right? Right? Think, ladies and gentlemen, it's really not that hard. He could have just looked out the window, but he didn't. He sent these birds out. One was a raven and one was a dove. Now, here we go. Now, here we have a pigeon. Dove, like I said, is interchangeable. Here we have a carrier pigeon. You know, these carrier pigeons was used to carry messages. You know, the history was, you know, they was used in, I believe, in 1896. And, you know, they was used as air mail to deliver, you know, messages in New Zealand and they was used to send post and carry up to 5 messages and so on and so forth. And then they was used in World War One, right, to deliver messages. Things. They didn't have the internet, y'all, or certain type of communication, so they depend on this bird right here. And so, as you can see here, let me scroll down, go back. Oh, don't want to jump the gun just yet. You guys just saw that. And so when it came to pass, this dove right here had an olive leaf in her mouth. So to show that everything was fine, right? So this pigeon came back with an olive branch to show Noah that, hey, everything was fine. The Most High directed this bird to tell Noah with this olive branch, because it's a symbolic of, we get the olive branch for olive oil, for the lamp, and so on and so forth. And it's also this bird, really stays on the ground and, eats fruits and berries and so on and so forth. So here you got this pigeon or dove bringing back this branch. All right. Okay. Now we have also the raven. The raven right here, it's a omnivore. Eat both carcasses of dead animals and plants and everything. Now this raven stayed there. All right. Now let's look at this dimension right here. They give you right here examples of this arch, Noah's Ark, and they giving you a little side-by-side dimension. Right up here, have the dimensions up top. And as you can see right here, the comparison that they are giving you here. Right? Pretty big, pretty huge. You can see right here that some of the animals was, they got a little picture right there, that the Most High activated these animals to go into this ark here. 2 by 2, 7. We got the numbers here, which is perfect, right? So let's continue here. That is some of the dimension here. Now, the ark was lifted up, right? Let me go back here for you guys can see here. Let me go up, go back one. Bear with me here, ladies and gentlemen. I'll go down. And we're going to see right here, like I said, that right here, 15 cubit upwards, did the waters prevail, and everything was covered. All right. And we're going to see right here, we're going to see where was the arch here. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm up here to make sure I don't want to speedball. Let's go again. All right. I'm going to go down. I'm strolling slowly because I don't want to hurt you guys' eyes. Okay. Let me go back. Okay. Hold on. Do. Okay, we getting there. Hold on. Yeah, here it come. It's coming. Oh, here we go. Boom. Now, as you can see, they went in, male and female flesh, and the Most High commanded him, and the Lord shut them in. And the flood was 40 days upon the earth, and the waters increased and bared up the ark, and it was lifted up above the earth. All right? Now, This happened, this ark was lifted up before. Let me give you an example of that. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get my earbuds back in. Hold on here. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right, y'all. Bear with me. Now you can see right here, this ark right here was lifted up with the animals and Noah and his sons and everything else, and the water increased upon the earth, right? So as you can see right here, I'm going to give you another example when an ark was lifted up, right? Here, during this time, I'm not going to too much of a history with it, but you got the Arch of Titus of Rome here. Now, during this time of the Maccabean days, or the Maccabees, the Greeks came in with their perverted ways and whatnot, and then they was pretty much ransacked Judah and them, the priesthood as well, and they destroyed it. They destroyed it, and the Jews, or should I say the Judea, or the Judeans, they converted a lot of Esau people to help them fight the Greeks during this time. You need to look that up. Or if not, I can show you what that's at. That the priesthood, the Hasmonean, or Hasmonean, all depends on which way you want to say it, the priesthood during that time, and Judah, they converted a lot of the Edomites, and they became so zealous, that they became who they are today. So anyway, to make a long story short, they had this big fight and whatnot, and they lost because the Romans came in, and smashed them, and they had other groups with them, and here they have this the Ark of Titus here, which is this guy right here. This is the offsprings of them who made this here, this statue, you want to call it, or this Archie right here. Hold on, there we go. The Temple of Solomon. You get this? Uh-oh. Get that out the way. Come on, dude. There's always something, right? No. Okay. All right. Here we go. We have I'm gonna try to blow this up right here. Here is an example of when oh my God. Okay. I gotta be very careful not to be touching stuff around here. This thing is sensitive. Try to blow it up a little bit. Guess it's not gonna do that to me. Well, okay. Okay, as you can see right here, now what you are looking at, ladies and gentlemen, that's when they ransacked the Temple of Solomon, as they just said here. And you can see right here, this is the menorah, right here with the candle, right? And here, right here, is the Ark of the Covenant right here, right? In there you have the covenant. When you have the Most High covenant that is in there right now, and it's being carried away by the Romans, Vaspian in them. So this is a prime example of the Ark of the Covenant being carried away by the Romans, who sacked the Temple of Solomon during this time, during the era of the Maccabees, right? This ark was carried away. You get now you hear what I'm saying? It was carried away. There's an old saying, some things are better left unsaid. All right? Some things are better left unsaid, ladies and gentlemen. Because if you say too much, I'll blow it down a little bit. If you say too much, it would It would get lost in the sauce. Why didn't Noah just look out the window? Thank you for your time.